Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, welcome back to another episode of Facebook Live. Okay, this is Friday, another Friday Night Live. How many years have we been doing this really? This is the third year running that we've been doing Facebook Live. Almost every Friday, I seldom miss our Friday Night Live. So today we're going to share with you some interesting things that have happened to us throughout the week. Then if you like our videos, if you like what you see, you can like and share our videos. We also have more content being shared on different platforms. We're going to have regular updates to our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and also the TikTok. Because now we finally, after such a long time, finally managed to hire someone to take care of my social media account, or rather all my platforms. The interesting thing in Singapore is, or rather maybe because the industry is still very new, that means the social media management, managing Facebook page, managing YouTube and all this, it's still a pretty much new industry. So we have less people who know what they are doing, and it actually takes a multi-facet kind of skill set. That means you not only need to be good at marketing, you need to be good at knowing what your clients need and what the customers want to see, and then basically it's almost like a combination of a video editor, a producer, and also a good marketing executive. So with all these things, but also you need to understand a bit of the search engine algorithms. So it would be good if you have some sort of search engine optimization, what's that called, experience as well. So that's actually quite a handful of skills to ask from a single so-called social media page manager. So we had people interview for the position, but previously all those that gave me false promises all didn't work out. So now I'm very happy we finally found someone, and now we are missing, who are we missing? We are missing designers, sales designers. Can you help me stop the fan and let it blow towards me? We are missing sales designers. We are missing people who are good at managing renovation projects or project managers. So far, those that have interviewed and so-called, some even join us for a day or two, sometimes 3 days, but most of them can't last a week. Why is it so sad that most people can't last a week in our company? I think the truth of the matter is the way that we are set up, or rather the detail and the intensity at how we are passionate about our job and how we try not to smoke customer. This is something that is very rare in the industry. Most of the people that we interview or come across, they kind of think that smoking customer, being very油嘴滑舌, very flattery, very good with your words is the way to go. But in here, we are very, very technical. If you have seen today's video about the slanted floor slab house, that is how technical we are. We are the actual people that goes to the job site to solve problems, to take a look at the issues that's at hand. And because of that, we know what we are doing. We know how to use the laser equipment. I'm a carpenter myself. So for those that doubt me, you probably need to go back a few months to see when I was cutting wood at the table saw, at the machine, and that would prove to you that we are actually real carpenters. Because previously got people doubt me before say, hey, that guy talk a good talk but is he really a carpenter? Okay, I'm a third generation carpenter. I started off not doing renovation. I was a white collar. Then when the business got sold, we no longer was in business. Then I moved to become a trainee. Right, I started off as an apprentice carpenter. Then thereafter, I moved up the ranks to become now my own company's project manager, and also I'm the lead carpenter. So do I still cut wood? Do I still build cabinets? The answer is no. I no longer build any more cabinets. I draw, I give instructions to my carpenters, and they are the ones that are building the cabinet. I'm the person that is the lead of the company, managing all the different projects, going to all the job sites, and looking at the problems and how to resolve the problems. So before carpentry, there's a lot of things that need to go in. Like for example, a stage of renovation would be starting from, if there's hacking works, we'll start from hacking works, then relaying all the floor tiles, wall tiles for the toilet, waterproofing, leveling the floor and stuff like that. Then finally, it goes on to plumbing, gas piping, electrical works, false ceilings, painting, then goes to the lighting. Then thereafter, you will go to carpentry. So before carpentry is actually installed, there's a lot of groundwork to be laid out. So sometimes homeowners ask us, hey, how come my relative one kitchen you don't want to help us build? How come you only do a full-fledged renovation project? Okay, the answer to that question is that in order to finish a kitchen cabinet or even to change the layout of the kitchen, there's a lot of work involved, and just like what I mentioned just now, it starts off from hacking works, retiling, re-waterproofing, to finally laying your water pipe, gas pipe, your electrical, to finally then can install the carpentry. So it's not so simple. So basically, if it's a single kitchen, it is not something that we will take up. It just involves too much groundwork planning just to build one kitchen for you. But if it's a whole house renovation, we are more than happy to accept, more than happy to help you, because to be very honest with you, the only way that our company can survive is to do 8 to 10 projects a month, and all the projects are mostly full house renovation. We also take BTOs. If you realize from my takeovers videos that we do quite a lot of BTOs as well. Why do we do BTOs? Because BTOs, you have the groundwork pretty much laid out for you. You have your tiling finish, sometimes you have your tiling finish, you have your gas pipe there already, just need to run down. Okay, you have your water pipes done up, your electrical is more or less there, just need to do a bit of the amendments. And then the next step is to design the carpentry, finish out the false ceiling, painting works, then you can start your carpentry works. So BTO is relatively straightforward. Resales are also our bread and butter. Resale houses and condominiums and landed properties, we do all sorts of projects. But the resale ones take a way much more planning. Why? Because it is bigger than a BTO, and there is many different permutations I can lay out the room. For example, because resale houses are generally bigger, the rooms are also bigger, there is a possibility for me to even segregate part of the living area to become another bedroom. I can also make the bedroom big enough to have a walk-in wardrobe, or hack partially of the second bedroom to create a bigger master and keep 2 smaller bedrooms. So it's a possibility that is less constrained than the BTO. Because BTO, after you do all the hacking, you can't really change much because the layout is very fixated and very little space to play around or change the whole layout design. Let's talk about today some of the things that was not so pleasant. Just now I shared in my previous video about 5 plus coming to 6 o'clock. We had a bit of an angry words exchange with the BSC of one of our projects. What happened there? Okay, what happened there? Basically, after we used the laser equipment to measure, the whole house floor slab was slanted from the living room to the kitchen by 25 mm. We're talking about floor slab, we're not talking about the flooring. I cannot install the flooring because the living room is higher than the kitchen. When I do the flooring, if I were to follow their level of the whole slanted slab, the whole house will be raised up or sloped lah. Okay, I cannot slope because once I slope, the door cannot open. The storeroom door cannot open. The main door cannot open. And then the kitchen will also be slanted. So nothing makes sense in that house, in that situation. We had to call BSC to help us to hack the floor slab, to bring down the floor slab at 25 mm. Then the words that they used was like, we were trying to be funny, we are trying to be creating problem for them, creating trouble for them. Why can't we just leave them alone? I can't leave you alone if this is the case, unless the slope is the other direction. Like for example, you slope in from the main door all the way to the living, and the living is lower. Fine, if the living is lower, I just raise the living room with cement. I will reach the same level as the kitchen, the main door, and the storeroom door. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, maybe refer back to the video that I just did during 5 something today, or 5 p.m. about there, 5:35 plus minus. You will then be able to see the laser measurements that we did, and it was a very heated conversation because from BSC point of view is that we are trying to be funny, we are trying to make things difficult for them. You know, we even got the homeowner down to scrutinize every movement of our discussion. Because we feel threatened, we also recorded the conversation that we had with them. We did not video their face, but we recorded the conversation, and we told them we're going to record the conversation because we felt threatened because of yesterday's episode, and today how they treated us when we first met them in their office. So we told them we are going to turn on the recorder, we're going to record every single conversation from then on. Right? Of course, after we did that, the whole atmosphere changed because they know the homeowner is in the presence. The voice recorder is also turned on. Right? We're going to record the entire conversation. If they want to, shrug the responsibility and ask homeowner to bear all the costs of making the house good. Right? After the hacking, we are still going to go down. What will we do? We will want to inspect the floor slab. If the floor slab has a lot of rebars exposed and stuff like that, then we have another issue. The other issue that we will have, if the rebars are not properly treated with anti-rust, what's going to happen is that after I lay my tiles, the tiles may pop because rust will oxidize. After the rebars oxidize, what's going to happen? It will push up and cause the tiles to pop. So if that happens, before it happens, I need to warn the homeowner, and we need to find a way to settle this properly. So right now, for us, it's not a very nice kind of feeling. You know, it's a 2-room BTO. It is not something that is like, I switch off the advertisement. Okay, it's a 2-room BTO. Homeowner is fantastic, they are nice people and everything, but the thing is, to be very, very honest with you, a 2-room BTO, there's not much so-called profit margin and all this. It is really just not a difficult project. It is not a difficult project. It's just one wardrobe, you know, the tiling, and then a kitchen cabinet. What else can you build? You can't build much really because the house is really not big. So with that, and still having all these issues with BSC, with people threatening us, I feel that it's not fair. It's not fair. But you know, life is never fair. Sometimes people tell me, you know, yeah, I feel that life is never fair. We just deal with all the problems that we face, and at the end of the day, I'm standing in the shoes of the homeowner. Homeowner engage us. We need to act on their behalf, but at the same time BSC was not friendly, was not helpful, and the reply given was like, first thing first, I called on Monday around 2:30. Someone picked up the phone, I think it's the same guy, anyway. Then he told me that he has a lot of calls to handle, he will call me back. Okay, I left my number, nobody called back. So on Wednesday, we went down, okay? We went down, we got scolded, we got questioned, like we are like trying to make things difficult, make their life difficult and stuff like that, okay? Then tell us that if we want to rectify, have to wait 1 month. I felt that was not the way to go lah. So okay, I complained to homeowner, I need homeowner to come down because homeowner deal with BSC. You complain to BSC, homeowner complain to BSC, you will get more results than contractor complain to BSC. And let me be very clear with you, what is BSC stand for? New BTOs owners will know this. This is called the Building Service Center. When you first take your house key, this Building Service Center is a place that is under your block or close to your block, and where the projects, developers, managers will sit there and wait for your reports on defects and rectify the defects within the 1 year period. They'll be stationed there about 1 year. So realize the name is Building Service Center. It's almost like a customer service center, right? So do you realize the word service is very important here? They are here to serve the residents of the new BTO project, right? Be it the complaints can be a lot because of the defects, because of a lot of touch-up that's needed. Be it there's a lot of stress involved for them, they are still a service provider, right? But they're working for their developers. We, as renovation contractor, we are working for our homeowner. So when we find a defect, we report to BSC, or rather homeowner report to BSC. After we found the defects, things should be rectified, and then we need to move from there. There should not be any emotions, there should not be any finger pointing, there should not be any angry words exchange. It should never have amounted to that. But because we felt threatened, because there was a lot of angry words and very nasty statements being said about us, we had to record the voice conversation. And after we started recording, everything started to tone down already, right? More reasonable conversation ensued. Because for me, it's a very simple thing. Or rather, for us, it's a very simple thing. We cannot lay the floor tile at the current stage, because if I lay the floor tile, the tile level will be higher than the bomb shelter level. It will be higher than the kitchen level. It will be higher than the toilet level. The bomb shelter door will not be able to open. The bomb shelter is not something that can be changed, right? HDB, or rather the BSC set the level of the house using the bomb shelter. If that is already a set, what's that called, a height, we need to follow that height. So at the current moment, I can't follow the height because of the slanted floor slab. So for those that confused about what I'm talking about, it's a video at about 5:30 today. We took a video on site with all the laser measurement. Maybe later you'll go and see. Then with that, my living room was sloped up by 25 mm. If I were to follow that to raise the rest of the house, my bomb shelter door cannot open. I can't cut the bomb shelter door, right? If you're talking about the main door, ask me to cut the bro. I can cut the main door because it's wood. Bomb shelter door, you cannot change, you cannot cut. So what can I do? I need to follow the level that HDB has given me, or rather BSC has given me. So if it's wrong, some kind of rectification need to be done at the cost of the developers, not the cost of the homeowner. Can I help the homeowner? Yes, I can. How? I need to hack the floor slab. I need to re-level the whole house. But it comes at a cost that I feel homeowners should not even have to come up with. The reason is because the house is finished without tiles, because homeowner opt out for it. The bare requirement is for the slab to be able to accept floor tiles. Bare requirement, it's like if you go to Hai Di Lao, you order a base soup. That means nothing, clear soup, okay? Just water only. Then after that, you put in your own ingredients. It has to have at least pure plain water, right? If it came with a pot that has nothing, what are you going to do? Right? It doesn't make sense. you have to have water inside before you can make soup. Right? You can't ask, oh, I give you, you want clear? Clear, nothing, no? Nothing, you go and take water from the tap. Or you go take from the toilet. Or we don't serve. No, not like that. Oh, so it don't make sense. So because it didn't make sense, that's why a lot of angry words was exchanged. On my part, I felt that it is something that's very sensible, very, very simple, right? On their part, they are like shrugging responsibility and say, no lah, this one your contractor need to do for you. Need to hack lor. Hey, we are not allowed to hack the floor slab. Let's be very, very clear. It's a slab, no? Concrete slab. If I hack the concrete slab, I'm going to expose rebar. So I'm not supposed to do it, right? My contract with, or rather my license under HDB, as a renovation contractor, I'm not supposed to touch the structure. Right now the structure has issue. Please get your guys or developers to fix it. If not, then, you know, probably raise the whole bomb shelter. If you don't want to hack down, raise the whole bomb shelter. Impossibility also, it's already fixed in place. Raise the whole kitchen. Impossibility also, because everything is really leveled already. But why the house is not leveled? I don't know. Why is the living room higher than the rest of the house? I don't know. Right? Something went wrong somewhere. Someone screwed up. It's not us. It's the developers of this project. So we have to get homeowner to step in. And hopefully this is the end of the story. I know it's not the end of the story because the problem is not resolved. 2 weeks later, as promised, we hope we can get something done up. And then we will check the rebars, whether it's properly painted and stuff like that. Mr. Liu, tomorrow will be Joe going to your project. Haven't confirmed the time. It will be in the afternoon. Most probably will be over lunchtime, after lunchtime. It won't be myself. My whole day is packed already. So, end of the day, it is not something that we wish to have homeowner experience. We wish all homeowners renovation is like our tagline, renovation made easy. We hope that we can help everyone make renovation easy. But at the same time, it really isn't so simple. It really isn't so simple. It is something that with a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, a lot of technical expertise, and the right people on your side helping you manage the project, helping you gut every single pitfall, then it will be a so-called easy journey. Having said that, it's not something that is for someone that has not gone through a lot of renovations before. So that's why when we are looking for our sales designer or project managers, we don't just pick someone off the street and expect the person to be able to know what's going on. Because the processes, the whole progression of each renovation project is different. Each house has its own challenges. Some houses, you have windows, when they open, they hit the other window, right? I don't know what HDB is doing, but sometimes the architects and the designers kind of like sit down and decide to forget something. Decide that when something opens, you need to not hit the other window, right? We have common toilet window open out and hit the service yard windows, right? We have these kind of things happening here and there. So it doesn't really make sense when we have this what's that called? Situations happening often. It is not a rarity, it just keeps happening, and sometimes it feels really weird. So having said all this, do remember that we are not here to cause problem. And if you all remember the back in, I think about 5-10 years ago, there's this show, The Masked Magician, where he exposes a lot of secrets of magic, or the different behind the scenes of magic tricks. No more this kind of show already, right? So in renovation, I'm almost like the person, just like the masked magician. I expose a lot of things, or rather we expose a lot of things that are not well known. It takes a really trained eye to see, and it takes a lot of technical knowledge to know. So why are we doing all this? First thing first, the whole point of documenting our life, documenting our videoing, recording, and sharing everything with homeowners. The first 初心啊，那个不忘初心的初心 the first idea that we had was to document my life, which is very interesting. I get to see things that people do not get to see. I get to put into very interesting, we are put into very interesting situations in renovation. There are very interesting problems to resolve, and a lot of it is not available at any platform, be it YouTube, Facebook, whatever platform. None of this content is available anywhere, right? Maybe some USA shows there are, but in Singapore, no. So we are one of the mavericks that started this journey of documenting a lot of nitty-gritty details and in renovation, and sharing all the content for free. So that is the true thing. That is what we want. Then why do we do it? So busy with this, still do so many videos for what? Okay, first thing first is to prove that we are really capable, we are really good at what we do. Second thing is to let people have a glimpse of who we are, what we do. And finally, one of the very selfish reasons is to leave a legacy. Because we never know, what's going to happen to me. I got so high stress level, high blood pressure, this and that. What's going to happen to me 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road? Nobody knows, right? Or even the next day, I don't know, right? So if I have all these videos, then one day my children can just look at the videos and say, oh, that's what Papa had been doing. That was a very selfish reason, and I'm still doing it for that sake as well, even though I am very busy and very, what's that called? Time stretch. But I'm still like to record and like to share my day. In fact, when I come home to see my children, one of the first questions I ask is, how's your day? Right? Then after that, I will share interesting snippets of my day to the level that they can understand, and also I want to know what problems they face in their school. Nowadays, children actually have a very big challenge, I feel. First thing first, the syllabus are harder than it used to be. Second thing is that because of the information technology and how fast things goes, friendship and childhood is not as simple as it seems really. Last time we can enjoy ourselves at the playground, play golly lah, play marble, shoot marble, shoot golly, and then what, play 5 stone. Now, everybody handphone, right? Even though school don't really allow handphone to be used during but recess time they also sometimes take out. So the world has changed really, and because of this change, because of the screen time, and sometimes sadly because of the computer games and stuff, people are starting to get disengaged with like face-to-face interaction, being hang out with your kids, with your friends and stuff like that. So I still treasure that a lot. That's why when we can, we try not to have so much screen time. And really, if we have screen time with the kids, we actually play game together. I play game with them. We play the same game. Even though it's very kiddie, very boring, not very exciting one. But why do I play with them? Because this is the way to speak their lingo. This is the way to understand the children of this age. So usually after my working hours, I work very super long hours. Our days is from 8 to 8. That means 8 a.m. all the way to 8 p.m. 12 hours day. 6 days a week, 72 hours working day. So working week is super crazy one. MOM what tells you what 44 hours then it's overtime already, right? We are almost past, almost double already. 72 hours working week. I 得罪了很多人啊，里面。Recently I got a lot of, I haven't gotten death threats lah, but it's close to that already ah. I'm getting to the level where 同行很讨厌我。The people who are in this trade they really hate me a lot. So I haven't gotten death threats, I haven't gotten blackmail or kidnap my kids, all these things but it is getting to the point that there's this voice in my head to tell me to stop taking videos, to stop showing all the exposés on the behind the scenes and all the problems. There's also letters from different authorities, that put pressure on us, right? By finding us demerit points and stuff like that. All these come from competitors. It comes from sabotaging. Right. The details I don't really want to share but basically I'm under pressure from many different sides. But at the same time, 我的初心还是在那边，就是 I want to share because I feel that that's right. But doing what's right is never easy. Ever since I embarked on this journey, I've been attacked many times. My car has been attacked. Right. I got punctured tires here and there. These are all not accidents. How can I tell you it's not accident? Okay, I explain to you. A nail on a car tire, common right? Manufacturing, industrial estate, common. But a screw, a 2-inch screw, how does the screw get screwed in? The 2-inch screw get screwed into your tire. It has to be used a tool. And then why they purposely screw in at the place where there's no tread? That means it's the most vulnerable part of the tire. They want you to destroy your tire. They want you to have a car accident. This is not a joke. Okay, this is not a joke. I have CCTV all over my places. So I have also so-called reported before already lah. So all these things, all these small little minor setbacks or sabotages they're not going to stop me from. In fact, it fuels my passion. It's like you all don't want me to say right. You all want to sabotage me right. Then I want to do even more because I feel I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. If there's something, there's a mistake being made by someone has to own up, and then not ask the homeowner to accept. It's a very sad life. That means for people who are trying to do good, to be honest, to be upfront, to share the trade secrets, we step on a lot of people's toes. And because of that, we are not well liked. Okay, we are well liked by our customers, especially those that get personally served by us. We are not well liked by our competitors, and they attack us in all forms. Some forms are very hard to neglect. Like for example, 1-star Google review. We have a lot of 5 stars. Do you realize from our reviews, all my customers, genuine customers, are all 5 stars. Then all my 1-star come from people who have not engaged with us, competitors, and people who say that they are not happy with us. It's very funny, and very seldom you will see a company have 5 stars and 1 star. Nothing in between. We are one of such a company. So I think our customers' eyes are very sharp and very bright. 你们的眼睛是雪亮的. Those that know us and been served by us, you all will all give us 5 stars because you know the level of service, the level of commitment that we give, the level of dedication to attention to detail. But those that give us 1 star, the only way I can combat you, because Google don't let me remove the reviews, I'm not afraid. I'm going to ask all my customers, which we've been doing, to give us 5-star review after the renovation project is finished and post photos of their house. Those that don't want to post photos, they will just write a good review for us. These are all genuine customers, right? We're going to get a flood of 5 stars. I know it. Because why? I have a lot of projects that we completed. All of them are very happy. They're just busy unpacking. And their house is still in the mess, still have boxes. They are not ready to take photos to post onto our Google review. But rest assured, give us 2 weeks, right? We will see a flood of 5 stars coming up. Why am I so concerned about this? Is that 你越要打压我，你越要给我 1 star， 我就越找我的顾客，每一个顾客我 serve 过的，每一个都给我5星，每一个都给我好评。为什么？ This is the way to combat. I can't fight it, right? I'm going to join it. You all want to give me 1 star? Those that are not happy, those competitors, those sabotagers, then go ahead. Go ahead. You will not be able to beat my real reviews, right? Then if it's all going to be phantom accounts, we're going to report to Google and hope Google do something about it. The bad thing about Google review system is that there's really no way to take down phantom accounts or fake reviews, right? In TripAdvisor, where we used to rank as a one of the top spas in Singapore, right now the spa shop already closed already. That was my mom's business. So when we had TripAdvisor as our main review platform, we could fight review fraud. We could post CCTV images to prove that this person do not exist. But in Google, they don't care. There is no human being behind the system to review each fraud report. There is nothing there. A lot of people don't understand that Google review is something that is very, very flawed. Anyone with a Google account can go in and click 1 star. Don't even need to write anything. So it's open to sabotage, and I know it. The only way to combat, more 5 star. More 5 star. Then people will know already. Genuine versus all the fake ones. More customer need to remind 10:30. 189 later. For choosing house later after the Facebook I will remind. If not later she forget. Then I'll go there alone. Sorry. Every time we are thinking about work, we're thinking about appointments, thinking about next day meeting or stuff like that. Whether we are ready, whether did we remind the customer? Because worst case scenario is my appointment is so fully booked already. Then suddenly got one person no show or forget about the appointment. That's the worst thing. So every day we must remind the next day customer not to forget the appointment. Because if you forget appointment, to see me, you may have to wait 2 weeks already. Then you'll be very sad. Then you may be angry. We don't want you to be angry. We want you to be happy. We want you to be happy, but at the same time, you must understand that we are really fully booked. We are really fully booked. Okay, I will leave you with that. I don't want to talk too much about all the nasty stuff that goes on in my life because 怎么讲呢？树大招风，只能这样讲。树大招风，你没有办法的。The higher you climb, the colder the wind gets up there. You want to reach Mount Everest, you want to reach the top, then you need to put in the effort. You need to be the fittest of the fittest to be able to reach the pinnacle of your success. But at the same time, there will be people that want to pull you down. There will be people that want to see you climbing, suddenly lend you a hand and then 让放手，然后把你推下去，是有这样的。So what can you do? Ignore and keep 埋头苦干，继续的努力。Because why? If you can work in silence and not be too flamboyant, one day when you have result, everything will speak for itself already. You don't even need to tell people. People will know. So I believe in that. 埋头苦干, just do the best that you can do and serve every single customer to the best of your ability. And from there, hopefully we don't get nasty people lah. But when we get nasty people, sometimes also bo pian lah. That's just human nature. You can't guarantee that everyone is nice one. but it's okay. Okay, I will leave you with that. So if you like what you see, you want to engage us, you want us to become your renovation contractor, we no longer do one-to-one sales consultation. Last time we used to, but it's a 6-week wait to come and see me. So it's not fair for you all, don't want. Come to our sales event. The RSVP number for you will be to WhatsApp 9007 3368. It's pinned by admin ready. 9007 3368, and from there we will ask you questions like how to address you, what's your floor plan, what's your renovation requirements. Come to see us at the sales event. We will start off as a big group, then after that we'll narrow down into individual consultation with one-to-one, and then I can serve all the customers that want to see us. Alright, so I will see you when I see you. Tomorrow I won't be able to do another Facebook Live. It's full already. My appointments are all full. Yeah, but I will see you when I see you. Monday, we'll be taking over another apartment. Then yeah lor, if nothing goes, I sure got something, sure got defects and everything one. It's not a BTO, it's an apartment. Then let's see what happens. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. Bye bye.